During a local event, an NRM supporter who came wearing General Museveni t-shirt was chased away from this ceremony. It shows something that I want to talk about in this video. In fact, here's a tape.
Olugoye tumazeeko emirembe nawo tumazeeko emirembe.
Otumazeeko emirembe n'olugoye tumazeeko emirembe.
Olugoye jankuwa essaati.
Olugoye
sibawo. Sibawo. Gata amapeesa.
Gata amapeesa.
Ekyo emyaka gyo kyambala ebyo. Sibe peesa.
Ekyamaaso kizze emabega.
Emuwereesu. Seka. Bulungi. Ekyomunda tugule engoye wali. Bade nsaba tuli wamwe tetuleese bibiina. Tetuleese enkofiira n'ekyomunda ekyo kijjajja twakikoowa. Tusonde tugule olugoye. Sigaza bendera eri. Bambi.
That is the video one when one of the supporters, they may have chased him in a normal manner which is not violent, but it shows that their resent towards the regime. First of all, 40 years after being led by the same man, nothing new the regime can reinvent. Is the reasons why in very many countries it is 2 terms, 5 years, 5 years. So that if you get a performer, 10 years are enough to turn around the country. And if you get an unperformer, 10 years are not very much to put him down. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about those scenarios, what means for our politics, and most importantly, the sedimentaries we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to know if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. One, even in the markets and everywhere we normally go, the truth is the NRM regime is not popular as it used to be. In fact, in the late 90s, those who first went against General Museveni in an election like Samuel Gerere, they were tough enough because the regime was still popular. We were coming from a war. The country had destabilized. General Museveni was not a dictator as he is now. But even right now as we speak, even the small window of freedom of speech is being taken away. Today, as we are heading in an election, different activists like Sarah Birete, Bobby Wine's bodyguards and ADs are in prison simply because of politics. And what pains me more is that the judiciary is playing along with these injustices. Okay? If I was the presiding judge in those cases, give the people bail so that they can come from their home as they come to court. But whenever you keep them in bail, you just give boldness to these people to continue arresting people. How can you tell me that the people were caught when they were leading up to the 2021 general election? It's now 5 years when they're in jail. They have never been tried. How can you convince me that the judiciary is standing for the truth? There is no way. How can you tell me that Kizza Besigye has never been tried? It's now coming to 2 years. Really? So, the good thing, social media is bringing information closer. People are starting to understand. 40 years, you're Tori Murunjom. In fact, it's not the only step. There is also this step when one was being told not to support NRM. In fact, here's a step.
Nenze mbagamba kutina mbagamba mbeyano muntu awagira omutemi muwa muntu avewo banga abata abagenda kutekika kyonna kwa muntu awagira omutemi tegeza goli mutemu okusinga olagira otyo omuntu asobola okukwata abantu n'abata n'abayo naye wana n'okwewana nti nze namusse nze namukutte edi mutwe yuno nze muli neno ndi mumutulugunya enkendo ganti gwe wagira nze nembala oyo omuntu wati omufamili nga wagira ebintu ebifaanaganako bwe nsooka okujjawo kubanga aba agenda kutta ekika kyonna nkulaga abantu bameka wano bwe bakatulugunya gwe
gwe baasiba nakatala bikanga.
Kati ozangu wagira abantu we bato mugundi.
Siba wagira madamu.
Mukama wange nkusanze oba wagira nzika nkuyenze sikayukira muntu nga mumanyi. Nga mulaba nti mugundi. Naye kusanze nze ngenzo okutuka ngenzo kutandika okwogera naawe. Nkusanze kyoli okuwagira ngo oli kuba abakyala bano oli mbaga asimamu balina kuwagira yero ku muyembe. Nkusanze. Kyokola bakutuukiddemu. Inze sagala muntu amansa busiru kubeerawo nga goyina kubeerawo nga abantu obateekamu just bintu bibasiriwaza.
Umbrella.
Banaye.
Kati ogenda londa umbrella? Ogenda londa umbrella?
Andi kati nze ndi wa muti.
Omuti ogwagaza kati woli wa muti lwena kyoyagala.
Kali nalira ddala omuyembe gendera ddala mu yero. Yingira ddala yero kubanga kali kakundi. Oli agent. Oli agent wa gundi.
Kati omuti ogwagaza.
Anti janje kibuzo kiringi.
Kati no
anti kati awagidde omuti ne jebino byebabeeramu. Bino byebiki. Muti otegeera. Kati mbabulire. Edi muto yasooka okubula. Edi muto yali abula. Bawuzaawo mubuzi. Batuka mu kooti omukola okumuvunana ani yali amuvunana. Naye ani yabuzaawo edi muto. Bane mukozese ku mitwe gyammwe. Yabuzaawo edi muto yabayo n'alaga edi muto mukulu. Batuka mu kooti ani yali avunana edi muto. Tebali abo bomuti. Be bali bamuvunana. Kati ani yabuzaawo edi muto. Atusobola kumanya nti abo wagira bakwatagana n'ekino. Kati gwe omutwe gwe mutembate nsawo kulowo. Nange.
That is the video. First of all, as a country, our biggest problem is transition and not having credible elections. In 1964, when a referendum was done, it culminated into the 1966 saga, where all kings were overthrown. That was an election. In 1980, election brought a civil war. Some people don't know these issues. So our problem has always been transition. The day we shall solve transition is the day we shall start moving on as a country, and it's the day we shall have solved almost 50% of our problems, because that has been the problem. Most countries that develop, they first master the art of transition, how to transit. Okay? And we have not mastered that. Do you know that even in our constitution, the constitution does not have a legal order and rules on how to transit from one person to another. It doesn't have that. It has the law, but it doesn't have the legal rules, because if a law is done, the legal rule must be put out on how things are supposed to be done. So even the country regime thinks that if they won't transit, the reason is why they are engineering a succession from General Kaguta Museveni to his son, not a transition. Yet our problem has always been a transition. I pray that we don't slide back to anarchy, because this is the only country we have. Those videos I've just shown you, they are a sign of a more bad thing to happen. Of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Mr. Makindi. Kabia Sulaiman Mawagali. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.